Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another videos. Today we are going to discuss about the story from the Fabrizio Romano. Romano, discussed with the United States. There are a lot of talks between them, and there are a lot of stories that are very interested to read. Okay, to know. So we are going to discuss about that. Okay. First of all, Fabrizio Romano discussed about João Felix is the relationship between João Felix and Diego Simeone is almost broken. He will be available if the right proposal is made in the coming weeks. The right proposal, we all know what is the right proposal is. The right proposal is over 100 million euros. This is what Atletico Madrid want, okay? But he continues, Manchester United are not in talks with Atletico Madrid at the moment regarding João Felix. However, there are no advanced negotiations with any club at this stage. So, we all know that João Felix is struggling to show his performance at Atletico Madrid. We all know how much quality he has. We all know how much quality he showed at this World Cup. He scored goals. He performed well. But there are different sides of João Felix at the moment when it comes to playing for Atletico Madrid. If we check back, the last 2 or 3 matches or the last 10 matches, especially this season, João Felix doesn't have many chance to play for them because the style Atletico Madrid play and João Felix is completely different. So the relationship between the coach or the manager and the player is almost broken, which means the player are determined to leave, and Atletico Madrid is happy to let him leave, but they are demanding for over 100 million euros for him, which is not unlikely not which is unlikely to be to offer by some club for them because the price is too high. So I know even from the start of the moment because Manchester United cannot afford this kind of money, right? That's why there's no talks between Manchester United and Atletico Madrid for João Felix transfer, and I don't think United afford to pay the kind of money for over one, just for one player. So there's no special thing between them. Okay, so let's continue. Another thing is he discussed about Corey Gakpo. This is what he says. The original plan for PSV was to sell Corey Gakpo next summer, but they understand that they could have to sell January. PSV wanted around 50 million for Corey Gakpo. However, the transfer fee now could be around 60 to 70 million euros, which means I think this is a fair price because Corey Gakpo has shown his fantastic performance, especially at the World Cup. Even this even this season at PSV he showed performance as well. He scored many goals. He even provided many assists because he is the only person when it comes to goal combined who can compete against Erling Haaland this season. So we all know how Erling Haaland is crazy at the moment, scoring too many goals at the Premier League, and being one of the dangerous striker. So I think even the Cody Gakpo can compete with him, which means I think 60 to 70 million euro is fair price. Of course, if we try the last summer, we could get 40 million euros because he even very close to very close to go Atletico Leeds United, which means he want to play for another country, especially at Premier League. So why can't he come if we actually offer, right? That's why I think Manchester United should have paid 60 million euro for him. If we continue negotiation, I think we could get 60 million euro for Corey Gakpo. I think that is a fair price if we actually try to negotiate because our people who are leading the negotiation are not very good enough to negotiate the kind of this kind of transfer. But I think if we try to negotiate, we could get 60 million euro for Corey Gakpo, right? But let us wait and see. Corey Gakpo is the only player that are very close and very likely to move Manchester United in January transfer window rather than the other position players. Okay, So he continues saying about Benfica players. He said Benfica plan to keep their star players like Enzo Fernandez and Gonzalo Ramos in January, of course, unless they receive crazy bids. Okay, which means crazy bid is for Gonzalo Ramos the other day. Manchester Evening News, of course, Samuel Lescott from Manchester Evening News saying that Benfica demand 103 million release clause for Gonzalo Ramos, which is nobody gonna pay him, right? Nobody is going to pay that amount of money for Gonzalo Ramos, a player who scored a hat trick at Walker. Yes, but what can he do? Of course, he has been shown his fantastic performance this season, but just showing only this season, it doesn't mean he is worth 100 million, right? Even Darwin Nunes. Look at now. Look at Darwin Nunes. 85 million euros. Liverpool paid to Benfica for, I don't know what is his name. Darwin Nunes. Sorry, Darwin Nunes. I don't think this is even Darwin Nunes is struggling now. How can we make sure that Gonzalo Ramos is worth 80 million euros? Sorry, 100 million euros. So I think no club is going to pay that amount of money. Of course, Benfica is determined to keep them until the end of the season, or maybe even until the summer. So I don't think Gonzalo Ramos is going to move to another country in January transfer window. And also Enzo Fernandez, we love to see Enzo Fernandez at Manchester United, and club like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona, even Manchester City, like this kind of club is even interested in signing Enzo Fernandez, because this guy is fantastic. We've seen him in this season, what he showed his quality, especially at Benfica, and now of course at Argentina. He's been one of the most important player, midfielder at Argentina. So I think if someone or some club is going to sign for him, they're gonna pay crazy money. Of course, crazy money. I don't think even the Enzo Fernandez is moving to another country in the January transfer window, because first of all, Benfica want to keep them until the summer, and second of all, Benfica demanded too much money for them. So I don't think Enzo Fernandez is going to move. Okay, let's move on to another one. This is not this is a very unlikely one. This is Leipzig rejected an 80 million bids from Chelsea for Josko Gvardiol, linked with Manchester United late in the summer window. At the moment, Leipzig have received no bid from Manchester United. It seems unlikely. Yes, we know unlikely. I think this is one of the fantastic player of the 2022 World Cup at the moment. Just 20 years of age, and he been showing his performance for one season. Over one season, Chelsea made 80 million bids. They rejected it. So which means they rejected it, right? Which means they are not gonna sell by easy money. So and then he's showing fantastic performance at for Croatia. So they are going to demand at least 100 million euro if one club trying to approach him to sign. So and this is another unlikely transfer for Manchester United, and our priority is not to sign center back, right? So that's why this is a very unlikely one. And he continues saying that the priority is still to work out a new deal for Diego Dalot for Manchester United. Meetings are scheduled for the next days, weeks. Dalot is very happy at Manchester United and always wanted to stay despite interest from other clubs. Okay, once Dalot's contract is sorted, Manchester United will then find a solution for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, then look to sign a new right back in January. And okay, so sorry. He continues saying that Manchester United is interested in Denzel Dumfries, but Inter are intention to keeping him. 40 to 45 million euros could could lead to negotiation, but they wanted to make sure he stays, which means another unlikely, in my opinion, okay, in my personal opinion, another unlikely, transfer, because if Manchester United are really interested in signing and they are trying to approach to sign Denzel Dumfries, I am sure that Diego Dalot will not be extend his contract with Manchester United. He is happy, yes. Why? Because he is, well, he's been showing one of the best performance, and he's been, first lineup player since the start of the tournament this season. That's why he's happy. That's why he's playing. That's why he's happy. It's very clear. So if a person who is coming to Manchester United are better than him, he's not gonna sign a new contract. That's very clear for us, because why are you going to extend your contract if you are not playing, right? That's why I think if we actually try to sign Denzel Dumfries for 40 to 45 million euros, or trying to negotiate, trying to approach, I think Diego Dalot will not try to sign or extend the new contract. Okay, and another thing is very difficult for Manchester United is Aaron Wan-Bissaka's situation. I don't think it will be an easy one, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka's situation is very difficult to deal with. Okay, Wan-Bissaka we paid 50 million pounds in 2019, I think, from Crystal Palace, and he is not playing at the moment. So if we try to sell him, we could get a maximum amount is 50 million pounds. That is a maximum. I'm not even make sure who is going to pay for that 50 million pounds, because nobody is going to pay that money, because he's not playing, he's not performing. So who is going to pay? No one. So if we trying to release on a loan transfer, of course one of the club going to trying to sign him is Crystal Palace, his former club. Yes, but I don't think that is very easy to negotiate or very easy to deal with. So okay, so this is the other one. If we continue play say about the Jude Bellingham, this is the Jude Bellingham. Manchester United know that there are not big chances to sign Jude Bellingham. They know that it is going to be really difficult. Liverpool are ready to invest in serious money. Liverpool are in talks to Jude Bellingham, but nothing is agreed yet. Manchester City are also interested. A move to one of the Manchester United rivals seems to likely at the moment. We all know it. We want Jude Bellingham, but the crazy thing is the transfer fees. The player has been showing his performance since he's playing for Birmingham. Okay, since he has been 17 years old, he's been showing his one of the the improved one of the best performance, right? So he is being one of the important midfielder for England in this World Cup tournament, which means that Borussia Dortmund will likely to demand at least 140 million euros, which means we cannot afford. We have to sign a center forward, a midfielder, a right back, even the center back and the goalkeeper. So there's no way we could spend 100 million for one player. So that's why even though we love to see him at Manchester United, even though he is very close to move to Manchester United last summer before he moved to Borussia Dortmund, I don't think there is a big chance to sign him, because the demanding money is too high. The chance that we are going to sign is very unlikely. The other European giant and big the club who are going to spend big money, and they are in the market already for, and they are even Liverpool is even in talk with Jude Bellingham now. So there's no way we could sign Jude Bellingham. I think we should try to sign Frankie de Jong from Barcelona. Okay, so I don't think we should try to sign Jude Bellingham. Okay, this is a very unlikely one actually. I think I'm gonna say even 0%, 0% to sign Jude Bellingham this summer. Okay, so there are a lot of things that Fabrizio Romano discussed with United States, but I don't think that is interesting to talk between us. Okay, so that's for today. That's all for today, guys. What do you think about this story? Make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.